Why hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today, my friends, we're gonna do a fun little thing on a LOTRO guide here. I want to show you guys how to log in to multiple accounts at once in LOTRO. There's a few little tricks you might want to know, and I thought it'd be a fun thing if you're one of those people who wants to have your own little band and sync, you know, or whatever for the music system, or, you know, this is the kind of way you have to do it. So, a few things right off the bat that you need to understand. When you play in LOTRO, whatever account you log into, right, your username and password, whatever your account is, never give away your info. That's a big one for anyone, right, obviously. Just a little disclaimer there for all of you guys. But you can't log into then more than one character on this. So let's do some terminology real quick, right? So there is your account, right, which is your username and password that you use to get in on. There is your server, right, where it's your dimensional world you're in that you can have multiple characters on. Now you can have multiple characters on different servers or different dimensions in the world, right, all over the world. But remember, when you log into one character, even if you open up another client and try to sign in with the same account, and it will sign you out of your other character if you have both up. Once you've logged in on one, it'll sign you out even on another server. But something you can do is you can have multiple accounts and you can have multiple characters logged in at once on the same computer, mind you, as long as your computer has the capability to run multiple clients at once without crashing the clients or crashing your computer. So I have a computer that can do a lot. I have 5 separate accounts. I don't know if they all have characters that can get together and meet in the world, but we're gonna do this for fun today. And I'm gonna show you a few little tricks now that you know all that with the terminology and to make sure you understand that they're with characters. So again, if you have different accounts, those characters can be on the same server, right? Or any server, right? So every account can have multiple characters on multiple different servers. So if you are, now again, if you're going to trade items, one thing you have to think about too, items, there's two kinds of being bound. There's bound to account and there's bound to character, right? With the character's name. Those are the two kinds. And then another item, right? A regular item. Regular item cannot be cast between two servers, two different worlds, all right? It can be cast between two different accounts, though, that are on the same server. All right, you getting the point now there. So, and again, remember, you can mail items to another character that are shared to account if you're on the same account and same server. But you wouldn't be able to trade between accounts if it's bound to account. You get the little difference there? I hope I articulated that enough for you to understand. And then of course it's bound to character. It's bound to that one character on that one server, on that one account. You cannot trade that item to anyone else. You earned it on that character, you keep it on that character, okay? So again, if it's not bound to anyone, you can't transfer it between servers, right? But if you can transfer it between accounts if they're on the same server. If it's bound to your account, you can't transfer it to other characters on the same account, right? You get what I'm saying? And then if it's bound to your character, it can only stay on your character. Again, I have a whole video on bound items if you want to check that video out as well. But now you're curious, how can I open multiple, right? How do I have 5 opened here, okay? So again, whatever your setup is, again, I'm on Windows 10 on PC, so you know my specs. And I have a very good system. I have a little classic shell here that makes it look like Windows 7 on the left side here. But again, even if you're gonna open it in the regular Windows 10 layout right here at the bottom left, you pretty much, this is gonna be similar, okay? So what I like to do is when you right click on it to open it for the first time, I'm using the 64-bit. There is a difference, you guys, of which one you install and you're using and stuff with 64-bit versus 32. So make sure you're using the 64-bit. In fact, I'm gonna open properties here and just show you real quick. One sec. To answer with that, make sure when you install it that you install with a 64-bit operating system. You don't want to be using 32. Most of you probably have a 64-bit system unless you have a much older computer, and then you're gonna need to go in properties of your computer and know that for sure. But again, let's go back into the main subject of this video. When you're opening it, you can left click with your mouse, right, to open it. It'll open a client. Mine already knows that I want multiple open, so it'll open a 6th one right now if I wanted to. But what you also can do is when you right click, you notice it just has a regular open, but if you hold shift and right click it, if you notice a line that happens and comes under the O right here, that's another way, another trick. If it's not letting you open two at once, that's a good little way to tell the system that you want to open 2 at once. Okay, a little side trick. All right, so now let's do this. So you need to have multiple accounts, obviously. I'm gonna put in off screen all my info here and log in all of them and show you. with the system. Again, if you want to see if your system can handle it, you know, you can always bring up Task Manager and have your little performance ready. Again, the thing that's going to be hard on my computer is recording this for you guys and my visuals. My computer can easily run several Lord of the Rings Onlines at once. So here we go. I'm going to put all that info in and start them all up. Alrighty, so now all the info is in and I pushed login, and now we get to the point where we choose our server. Again, this is very important if you're gonna do multiple accounts and you want the characters in the same place when they count. Again, they need to be on the same servers, you guys, because remember the difference. There's accounts, is your account, right? You can only have one character logged in at once, no matter what server or realm or dimension you're on. Again, we call them servers in LOTRO. Some games call them realms. But again, I'm gonna have all of them on Crick Hollow US, which is my main server, and I'm gonna go ahead and just click play, and my game client is going to hopefully not freak out on me. So again, I already did all the sign in, so you might have to click this and accept if it's a newer account, possibly pull down all the way to the bottom and accept, right? For those people who don't, yep. So again, some of these accounts I might not have a character ready to go to show you 5 at once, but we'll show you at least 2 or 3 at once. And we can show you some fun little syncing things you can do and stuff as well. I actually want to give a quick shout out to this idea for this video here. It was actually, someone made a comment that was like, oh wow, in one of my guide videos, you have 2 characters at once. One of my longtime fun subscribers, Odie, I believe, is part of the name there. And that is it was pretty fun. I was like, I'm gonna make a video showing you how to do this. Excuse me. All right, here's the real question now. How are we doing here? I need to make sure they're all windowed. They are all windowed. And I am also going to turn off this so it just captures whatever my screen is seeing. And now I can show you right here. We have multiple, again, I made this account obviously just to have, it's a whole lot of music going on. It's a little too much music. So what I'm gonna actually do is, I'm gonna turn off the music here on these, multiple of these. Whole lot of music. Again, this is a very tricky little thing, but as you can see here, if I pop this over, my CPU is not even running at 40%. Oh, so much fun. Anyway, very excited with my new system. It works very well. Again, you might be able to get away with doing 2, doing 3 if you turn the graphics down, guys, on these, but you should be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and log in on Zollin on my other account. Again, this used to be my friend's account and my sister's account, hence why I have a lot of these accounts. Again, these characters are level 1, so I'm not gonna be able to do 5 for you guys because I'm not gonna go and get them out of the instance on each one because it'll just be a lot of work. But you get the gist. I can log into multiple at once, and I can log into all these at once, right? I can do, again, how am I going between them on one screen? I am using Alt-Tab, okay? Everyone should know that with computers, right? And you're gonna want them all in windowed mode, okay? Because it's gonna help you a lot. Your system it won't be as hard to switch between them. So again, options, real quick here, you want it in full screen window mode, okay? You could just do windowed. It might even be less taxing on your system. That's a technical thing that I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but full screen will lock in and make it a lot harder for your computer to switch between. So make sure that you have them all in windowed. If your client is being used normally on windowed full screen, when you log into multiple accounts with the same computer, it should have all of them on windowed full screen, okay? It's usually tied to the computer settings. So again, as you can see here, I have multiple characters logged in at once. Here's another character, all right, as you can see. All right, those are starting ones. Here's Zollin right here, right? And then of course we have Zollin. We're gonna log into Zollin real quick. And then I'm gonna show you some fun little things you can do between them. So again, you guys, remember, you need to have the specs of the computer that can handle it. Most computers these day and age, if you have a computer built pre, 2018 plus, it most likely, if you have a decent level computer, it's going to be able to handle this no problem. LOTRO, the nice thing about LOTRO is it's still a gorgeous game, but it's not highly taxing on the computer. The real thing is though, the client. Sometimes the client will mess up. So this particular client, I'm gonna wait for it. So one of my clients is being a little laggy right now. And again, that's more of the client and less of the computer, all right? So that is gonna happen. They've been updating things too with the clients, so it should get better and better with that. But anyway, what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go ahead and exit game out of the ones that I'm not gonna be able to show you. And we'll use the two and I'll show you them together. All right. And this will happen again. I am using the LOTRO client. There it is, 64-bit. This will occasionally happen. This is a great example. Again, my computer's not lagging at all. I would be lagging in this recording if it was my computer. So it could be the server connecting because of too many clients. And remember, it's trying to use all that data for 5 different accounts from the same spot on my computer. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just reopen another one here, another account. One sec. All right, there we go. So I've got Zollin coming back up here. And again, I'm also using iTunes to play some background music for you guys. So again, I would not advise this if you just have a regular level computer to do too many things at once. Doing 2 characters at once, you can level 2 characters at once. That might be a fun thing for you to do. That's another good way you could do this, okay? Again, this isn't really super formal, but I wanted this guide to just kind of help you guys realize how to do it. A couple little tricks at the beginning there, and to kind of show you some stuff. Now, again, in my other guide video on commands, I showed you some tricks you can do, and I'm gonna show you a few more now with Zollin here. All right, so I'm gonna log into Zollin. So some fun things you do is the sync command, which I just did another guide video on a couple days ago, where it basically shows you your characters can sync dancing together, and you can also sync playing music together. All right, so that's kind of a fun one as well. Now, syncing music, I have an ABC file video on the music system, and I would also highly recommend, if you want to know the exact commands for that, I would check the LOTRO wiki, because it's very handy. It tells you the exact commands you want for that. But again, here's our 2 characters. Now, if I want to make my 2 characters dance right together, I can type in the commands. All right, here's a fun one to finish up the video. /dance1, right? I'm gonna do sync, all right? And now over here on Zollin, I'm gonna pop over to Zollin, I'm gonna type /dance1. It has to be the same dance. I'm not gonna worry about syncing, though. I'm just gonna let them dance. So now normally if I just typed /dance1, it would be off. See, they're off, right? Okay, so now if I do /dance1 space /sync, but here's the trick, here's the little trick. You have to left click on whoever you wanna sync with, so you're targeted on them. Now press enter, and as you see right there, well, it's attempted. Hold on, let's do it one more time. I'm gonna type one more time. If it messes up, then it's not syncing quite correctly. Or because the other guy may have to do sync as well. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna type /sync over there, and now I'm gonna also type it again on Zollin. And they're refusing to dance. Dance, you fools, dance. One second. I may have just wrote it wrong, so. There it goes. No problem. Push into enter. I think I just might have wrote it wrong in the other one. Sorry, a second ago. I was like, what the heck? I know I did this right. So yes, clicked on them, sync, and you're set. Again, they've synced their dance, and I'll show you another fun one you could do, you know. Let's do dance 2. You have to write it right. All right. So now here's a different dance, right? So now I'm gonna do it from Zollin's perspective. All right, so now I know that Zollin is doing dance 2. I'm going to write the same command here. 2, be clicked on him, and press enter. It does seem like you have to, there we go. So there's a little bit of trickies to it sometimes as well with the syncing. But again, the music system syncs perfectly. So there's some fun commands with the music system as well you guys might want to check out. But anyway, I hope that has helped you guys out if you were curious about the accounts, multiple accounts. And again, remember, you could just tab between the two. And once you have it, I'm tabbing between two different accounts, right? So now you can do whatever you want. You could form a fellowship, you could form a kinship with the other character. Again, a little trick, right? You can have him right click on, say, follow, right, on your other friends. And now if you're walking around with this guy on this account, you can have that guy do something. In fact, one thing I like to do with this combo is I'll have Zollin follow Zollin, and I'll shield wall him, and then I'll have Zollin kill stuff, and Zollin just follow around shield wall. So basically, Zollin is sitting with a massive amount of HP and protection. Well, I do stuff. So that's kind of fun little things you could do with this. So anyway, my friends, you guys have a wonderful day in Middle Earth. This was really just kind of off the cuff making this video, but hopefully that beginning stuff helps you out. If you got to the end, you're the best. And thank you so much to my wonderful patrons. Patreons for your support. It means a world to me, and it makes it possible to really, if I can make these, and for you guys' likes and subscribe. So if I did earn it, subscribe button is there. Next guide video will be up there. LOTRO tail will be over there, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode of Voice of the Rings. Have a great day in Middle Earth.